Hey guys, this is Genesis here with Rocky Peak Ranch. We wanted to share a video of our desensitizing regimen that we do with all of our consigners, sale horses, or our training horses, just so you can get a feel for what we do and how we do it. So as you see here, I already started with him a little bit earlier, and I'm just working with that plastic bag. Now, he is a 10-year-old. He's in for training for desensitizing and trail, and we're just trying to get him comfortable with some spooky things. He doesn't like things over his head, so I am going to let him back out. This isn't forceful. We don't want to keep the horse still and force them to stand in a spot. If he's not feeling comfortable, we want him to feel like he can move around until he is comfortable. So you can see I kind of slowed down. I just wanted to kind of draper over him, and I want him to be a little more calm. And as soon as he calms down a little bit more, I release pressure. I give him some love-ins. And afterwards, I'm just going to keep petting him. I'm going to reward him for going through that, and we're going to just walk it out. So after we do something that's a little bit scary, I like to walk out our horses. I like to get them back in a good mindset before we move on to the next thing. I don't want it to just be a push of desensitizing. I want this to be a bond between me and whatever horse I am working with at that moment. So as you see here, we're just walking. We're working on him and his good ground manners. I'm just going to keep rewarding him for being so good right now as he's taking in everything very well. So now we are going to start working with the flag. We're going to slowly make our way over there. I'm going to kind of let him examine the situation instead of just trying to walk. So I'm giving him a little pressure, like saying, hey, let's come. But when he stops, I'm going to give him some time. I'm trying to get his focus on me. And that's why I kind of went to the side. So once he saw I went over there, he was like, okay, let's go. And once he starts to evaluate that flag, I gave him some of his rope, and I'm going to ask him to follow it, which he did really well. You know, it was obviously he was a little nervous. I let him stop when he was ready, and we're going to go into the flag work. So I'm just trying to do busy things with this flag, have it make some rippling noises, and see how he does. And he's handling it really well. He's standing there, he's observing, definitely a little nervous, but very curious, as every time it comes low, he comes closer and he wants to see what it is. So once he checked it out, I'm gonna start trying to touch his body all around with it, and he is doing very well. He got a little bit nervous, so he's going to move out, and that's okay. I am not going to force him to stand there. I'm going to reevaluate the situation. I'm going to let him see what it is again, and we're going to start over. So he is licking his lips. He's definitely a little more comfortable. He just wants to see what it is. And then I'm going to start rubbing it on his back again. You can definitely tell he's still aware and still not the most comfortable with it, but he's being very respectful. And as soon as he backed up, I just gave him a little leeway, but we're going to go back at it because we don't want to end up on a bad note. And then I'm going to switch to the other side, and I'm going to do the same exact thing on both sides. Every time I do any desensitizing, we always want to do both sides with it. He does very fantastic. I'm going to swing it around a couple more times. You can tell he's a little nervous, but he's definitely not being as reactive as we want him to. He's starting to understand. So then I'm going to drop it. I'm going to give him some love. I'm going to tell him he did a great job. And we are going to go for a little walk, cool down that mind, get him feeling a little bit more relaxed. And you can see this time now we're walking. His head is definitely more lower. It's more relaxed. And that was great. This is what we do with all of our horses, as I said. We like to just give them some time to understand spooky things, but we don't like to do it in a forceful way. Then we like to end off with a little grooming session afterwards, get them feeling comfortable. We've been working on tying with Bayou, and as you can tell, he's doing fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you have any more questions on what we do and how we train, please feel free to reach out to us. Have a good day.